All right, so the final game. Can we do it? Man, all our hands stink. We're on the play with a haste creature. If we draw a forest, our hand's quite good. I mean, I guess I'm going to keep it, but it feels and could be awful. Forest. Well, really hope our opponent doesn't do anything relevant this turn. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, so now we have a few options. Play the Ulvenwald Captive, then we can have access to 5 mana next turn. Doesn't really do that much for us. If we're trying to use our mana efficiently, it's nice to go 3-drop into double 2-drop, but both of our 2-drops are green. We only have 1 green mana. I think because of the presence of cards like Dramoka's Command and possibly Thalia's Lieutenant, it's probably good for us to trade here while we can. We could be up against Bant humans. We could be up against regular Bant company. We could also be against green-white tokens. So here I kind of hope my opponent, yes, attack me, perfect. Ooh, and he's short on land drops. I like seeing that. There's certainly an alternative way of playing this too, where here I would just play the Breakneck Rider instead, and hope to use this in a way where I can basically snipe a Planeswalker. Oh, this is getting ugly. 5/5 is really big. 5/5 is going to kill me quick. So doubt my opponent has another Dramoka's Command. If he does have another Dramoka's Command, I'm probably dead no matter what. So I think it's worth it to threaten the double block here. Reflector Mage. Yeah, so this is Bant humans. This has gone terribly. So maybe we can still get a decent combat out of this Howlpack Resurgence. Obviously Dramoka's Command will be a blowout. And there's nothing we can do about it. So I believe this is Banned Humans, so I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about Spell Queller here. So this is interesting. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have enough mana to make this thing huge. But that would be pretty bad against a lone Reflector Mage. We could just say go. Thalia is really annoying. Alright, I'm just going to try to put as much stuff onto the board and plan on locking up a defense on the following turn. Alright, well, that's not good for us. We're not dead, but we're certainly close to it. I think the captive probably does the most for us because we can make it so big. We can gum up the ground enough. Whoa! That seems like it was a mistake from our opponent. Not attacking with the Thalia. Well, I really hope that my opponent doesn't have like Griff's Boon. That would be bad. Okay, we're not dead, so that's good. I do approve of the not dead. All right, do I want to get, I mean, I have, actually, it's not even a question. I have to get the other body onto the board. And the fourth land. So that's going to be tough to overcome. At least I know my opponent only has one more Reflector Mage. So that part's nice. Ooh, that's good. Can I attack? 5, 10, 14. I do actually have a lethal attack with just these 3 creatures and the Howlpack. If I had one more mana, I could flip one of these captives and play the Howlpack, which would be kind of cool. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip one of these captives and if I pass the turn, my recruiter will flip. How do I feel about that? I almost want to activate my recruiter. Yeah, I do want to activate my recruiter. I think I'm going to activate the recruiter and then play the rider. Actually, I guess if that's the case, I can just play the rider and then say go. Activate the recruiter later. Okay. So this seems like Avacyn. But because I have something good here, I wonder if my opponent has some sort of instant speed anthem effect. Because I have this Howlpack Resurgence, I think this is going to be awful for him. I mean, my opponent like needs to hit Thali's Lieutenant here, right? All right. Well, my opponent's going to gain a lot of life, but he's going to lose like everything. What a weird game. Cannot believe my opponent made that attack. Oh, maybe there's a Dramoka's command here. No, because he wouldn't have known that he'd get the Knight of the White Orchid. Dude, what in the world? I don't know anything. What in the world? So my opponent has 7 toughness. He's essentially at 34. I can attack for 14. I can attack for 19. If I attack with a 5/5, I think it's safe for me to attack with these 2 5/5s. If I make a 2/2 wolf, I think it's actually safe for me to attack with all my 5/5s. Yeah. I think it's pretty unlikely that I die from here. Certainly possible, but very unlikely. And I've put myself in a great position to kill my opponent on the following turn. Probably could have kept like the Breakneck Rider back. Alright, yeah, so now I should just be fine. I'm going to be able to anthem my team, flip one of these, just attack for 1,000,000. Alright, so it felt pretty cool to win a game. And what do I want to do now? There's certainly some value in the like Moonlight Hunts. I feel like the Howlpack Resurgences are going to be a lot worse with Dramoka's command in the picture. Do you think these Spirit of the Hunts are quite nice? So I kind of feel like I just want to leverage my fat. I feel like this Decimator is probably a little ambitious, so I think I'll bring in these 4 cards for the 4 Howlpack Resurgences. One thing that's been a little annoying is like when I take out the Howlpack Resurgences, it feels like the deck loses a lot of its power. But I don't know, it always feels like I need to. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, we'll see. This hand is good enough. Got a 2-drop, both my colors. Collected companies. Need some lands, though. Come on, land. Nice. Now, I would like a 3-drop. And then another land. If I don't get that, this game may be over in a hurry. Like a Dramoka's command here put me on a pretty tight clock. Be really bad if I don't have a follow-up play. Ouch. It's pretty bad too. Oh man, so this is starting to look pretty grim. Probably should have played the mountain just to bluff the thing. Well, actually, I guess I'm still bluffing the same thing because this Duskwatch recruiter is flipping. And now a collected company would put me to 2. Oh, that just kills me. Right? I mean, I can chump block the Lambholt Butcher and take 9. I guess I can trade with this, take 11, go to 2, live to see what I hit off my collected company, but just totally dead. Yeah. Well, I guess just for kicks. And we're dead. So... So I could board in the two more Moonlight Hunts instead of these 2 Arlinn chords, but my worry is that if I don't have the Arlinn chords, I may not actually have like a way to finish off the game when we get into a board stall. Like if I don't have Arlinn chord, I'm like hoping that I draw Ulrich and it flips a lot. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna hope that I curve out better. My opponent doesn't go 1-drop, 2-drop, 1-drop Thalia's Lieutenant, Thalia's Lieutenant. Or did he have a second Thalia's Lieutenant? Well, I mean, I guess I'll keep this. Certainly has the potential to be a phenomenal hand. Certainly has the potential to be a good hand. Hopefully my opponent just has another come to play tapped thing. It is pretty annoying that this creature trades with most 2-drops. Oh, it's gonna get through! That's so sick. Super cool. It's kind of annoying. So one really cool trick, though, is now this flips, and now when I cast Collected Company, everything that comes into play will flip. which is sweet. So I'm hoping my opponent doesn't have two things to play this turn. Doesn't have two things to play this turn. This could be pretty good. As in, I could attack for like a lot of damage. I think that I'll do this now. Because if I hit the +3/+3 thing. Oh wow, so we could get greedy here. We could get like both Breakneck Riders, have them both flip, and then we could attack for literally a million. But I think I'm going to hedge a little bit and get this Ulvenwald captive because it'll come into play flipped, and it won't flip back, and that's going to give us extra mana. So I think that's generally going to be really good. Opponent could just have like Jamoka's Command here, I guess. Yeah, Jamoka's Command and other creatures. Kind of good. This might have been a little ambitious to go for the company there, since my opponent obviously knew what he was playing himself into. But upside was pretty high. Ooh, actually, I should probably company again, right? Yeah. Ugh. So at least he's coming to play flipped. Or this one creature comes to play flipped. And my opponent's not going to be able to kill me. And I do actually want to make this a damage race. Especially because I'm ahead on the board despite this big first striker. That's a huge, huge, huge tempo swing. I feel like he gets this. No. Oh, man. Oh. Confound it all. Oh, my opponent's doing everything he needs to. And it's really annoying. I have no attacks. And this is a situation where like it would be nice to have the anthem effect, even though my opponent has Jamoka's Command. Drawing another Spirit of the Hunt here would actually be really nice. Oh, these Thalia's Lieutenants are getting huge. I think we're going to lose this game. I think I kind of have to double block here, right? If I don't block this thing now, I mean, it hits me for 6, which is a bunch. And it's just all around bad. Do not like 2-for-1ing myself. Playing Arlinn doesn't really do anything. Oh, I can actually only play one of these. That's super annoying. I think I'm better off not doing anything and flipping my guys. If I had a collected company here, it'd be a lot better. Or if this was the, like, Anthem thing. Is there any way that I could win this if I draw a red source and play both of these? Because I can play them and they'll flip. Oh, my opponent is having none of that. And with this Thalia, I'm super dead. Oh, man. I would like to cast 2 spells this turn, but I really don't want my guys to flip. Like, not one bit. Find it pretty hard to imagine that my opponent doesn't cast 2 spells this turn. Does only have 1 green mana, and his deck is mostly green and white. So let's do some math here. Can't block with everyone. If I keep Arlinn around, I think this guy's expendable. Certainly can't gang block. That doesn't do anything. If I draw a red source, I can plus Arlinn, play both of these, and essentially all my guys when they attack get +3/+3 and trample, which unfortunately isn't enough. There's my red source. I can do some powerful things, but they're just too late, and I'm behind on the board. What can I do here? I could kill something. I can kill a Tireless Tracker. Killing a Tireless Tracker is probably my best bet. So I have a chump blocker for that Thalia. And then I can make a wolf with Arlinn. Everyone at me, eh? So what's the least that I can block with? This hits for 6, geez. So if the wolf goes on this, and I chump block this lieutenant, that means 3, 4, 7 damage gets through. Trying to like a double block the lieutenant. Takes 7, going to 2, but at least the lieutenant would be dead. That would leave me with almost no board. And almost no way to win. Maybe there's a way that I can steal this by blocking with the bare minimum. Man, I wish I had one of the like toughness +3/+3 things, or a flash threat, or a collected company. So if my opponent magically has nothing, which seems unlikely, or at least only has one thing that's not high impact, like maybe I can do something really sweet with this Breakneck Rider. I'd be able to give all my attacking creatures +2/+0. Oh man. So my opponent's essentially at 17 though. +2/+0 is 12. +2/+2 from this is 14. So I can attack for 14. My opponent's essentially at 17. Oh. Man, I really wanted to do more winning with this deck. But I'm just so dead. This Thalia has dictated like the entire game. Ever since the Thalia landed, it was all downhill. But also a lot of things that could have gone differently that would have been good for me, but that was the defining factor. Like if the Thalia wasn't there, even this turn I could play this, flip it, use Arlinn to give it +2/+2 in haste, and just kill my opponent. But all my stuff comes into play tapped. There's no way I can survive another attack. Well, maybe my opponent doesn't block or something. It's 14 damage. And he sees the play, blocks with both. I'm toast. Man, oh man. Well, it was fun, but it did not last. Get out of here. Yeah, there's certainly some things that I like about the deck. Great for F&M, not great for winning a Grand Prix. I think that the things that I would change, I'm actually sure about the things that I would change. like in a lot of matchups, the Moonlight Haunt's not actually that good. Like against Teamer Emerge or a control deck, the Moonlight Hunts just like do so little. A game like that though, it would have been great to kill that one Thalia, but I could have also just had more flash stuff and kind of rocked it. I think that maybe these Arlins are just not good. I think maybe instead of the Arlins, we can just have another Spirit of the Hunt. I did like that quite a bit. And then maybe like another 2-drop. Just to kind of round things out. So yeah, I'll think about it a little bit. I think probably what's going to happen is take out 2 of the captives and get 3 of these guys in. Because that way we have 13 2-drops, and we functionally have 25 lands, which is a pretty good number. But by cutting the Arlins, we're a lot less dependent on actually getting up to 4 mana. Like, we're going to be fine if we're at 3 mana. We've got all these creatures. We've got some sweet tricks. And then as soon as we hit our 4th land drop, we can collect a company. And we've still got these Ulrichs to kind of be like the later heavy hitter. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. And I could also just cut the 2 captives for a 24th land and a Kessig Forge Master. Basically play a similar thing. Maybe cut like the 2 Ulrichs for 2 Moonlight Hunts. I don't know, those are all options. But anyway, I hope you guys liked this week's games. I certainly got my teeth kicked in. We also ran pretty bad. We had a lot of mulligans and missed land drops and whatnot. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.